The salary cap is coming in at $30 million more than what was it? Well, over last season, more than what was expected this season. That has now added considerable cap space to each team's books. And we're going to talk about what that can mean for the Chicago Bears and how Ryan Poles can use this to get even more to work. All that and more right after this.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host here, Haize, but more importantly, I'm joined by the squad, Steve-O, Cdub in the building today. What's going on, y'all, man?
What's
Let's
the
go ahead and
word?
get into this, man. So surprising news came down for every NFL team. The salary cap came in last season at $224.8 million. Now, others expected to be a rise. It is now seeing an unprecedented rise at 30 plus million over that, now rising to $255.4 million. Now, the Bears, who were selected to have or were expected to have $70 million in cap space, will now have close to $85 million. Now, keep in mind, I've seen some people try to do the math. It's not that extra $30 million was added on the salary cap. It's just $30 million added to last year's salary cap. That's more than what they projected for it to be. So that's why you see the increase being around 14 to 15 million for the Chicago Bears next season. But that is more than enough to add another impact free agent to this team. Basically, the rise in salary cap almost now is going to cover potentially Jalen Johnson's contract, which you already cut $21 million in cap space to potentially sign them. Now you could realistically re-sign Jalen Johnson, go after a big-time edge or a big-time wide receiver, or whatever that is, and still have salary cap to fit in your draft selections and other pieces around the team. C-Dub, I'm coming to you first on this one. With this new space added, how much more aggressive do you think this makes the Chicago Bears?
Oh man, this man Ryan Poles must be he's just a good luck charm just in itself. I think they should be extremely aggressive. You just got to think of what is the Chicago Bears plight? The number one pick. You might draft a quarterback. You might turn that into great assets to help your team, or you could go and just be aggressive in the free agent market, like my man Drip said. You go and get yourself another D end. You can go get yourself a wide receiver if you feel like it. Even though I don't think that's the right route they should go, but he might do that. It's some receivers available in this draft. I mean, in the free agency. When I think about this and think about this $85 million that's going to be available cap space for the Chicago Bears, I think they rank fifth in the NFL, fourth
No,
or
we're
fifth.
third in the NFL in entire cap
Really?
space.
Third,
And then
okay.
if we came in before we waived Cody Whitehair and Eddie Jackson, we were going to be sixth in the NFL in cap space. Adding that $21 million to the Bears books put us at third. And since every team got the same increase, we're at third as far as most cap space in the NFL.
Absolutely. When I think about this extra money that we have here, I just think about flexibility and the ease of job. I don't want to say it's easy, but it's going to be a lot of people want to come to around to the Chicago Bears side of things, because I think the Bears arrow is pointed upward. You got it. You're denying it if you don't think it is. Either way, they go with the number one pick. So this is just a great thing for the Chicago Bears. Ryan Poles has a abundance of weapons and things to get to make this team better. And man, I'm just excited to see what he does with the new cash and all the draft picks. This is going to be awesome off season. It's just going to be awesome.
Yeah, like it does a lot of things. It makes you can be more aggressive, or it can make you even more strategic than he already is. Because like Drip said, I think one of the biggest things is like you're more comfortable now giving, like if he's coming in, Jalen comes in asking for 2021. It don't hurt that much no more. Adding this, because
That's a
not
good
only can you
point.
do that, you could get a whole nother player that's another elite value just based off this added to the to the cap. So you could do it that way, or like you said, he could go about it a whole nother way. Like you could, if you just want to be aggressive for free agency. To me, I think this for us team, for just our team only. If I'm paying attention to the tendency of Ryan Poles, he's probably looking up to for this to help out, fill out everything that we got here, and do everything for continuity wise. So that's whether that's Jalen or somebody else that they feel like should be here as well for the long term. He gonna do that with that. instead of being as aggressive in free agency. Because I just don't believe until he's to the point of where he feel like he can make a real swing at a Super Bowl. He has yet to show me that he's going to be super ultra aggressive during free agency, because he usually makes all his picks in the second day.
Yeah, great point there. Great point there. Now, everybody's asking. You guys know I try to steer clear of quarterback conversation because I'm just tired. But it is a fair question. Do you think, for all the people that said that have hypothesized, because we don't know if Ryan Poles is worried about it or not, that the Chicago Bears are trying to reset the rookie clock, that the Chicago Bears don't want to pay Justin Fields potentially his fifth-year option that's almost $25 million. Do you think that if that was a part, I'm not saying that it is, but if it was a part of this QB evaluation, do you think this changes that at all?
If it was, I would say this changes it. A little extra bucks wouldn't hurt it. So I think we talking in hypothetical terms. I would say, yeah, it does help it, because now you have the extra little cash to remedy that. Everybody knows how I feel about that. You're eventually going to have to pay a quarterback anyway. Stop pitching pennies.
Yeah,
but I'm agree. Like, that would definitely have to change something with the extra bucks.
Yeah, to me, I think it depends on the mindset of the front office, depending on the situation. Because to me, if you can go at it looking as in like, okay, this ensured me where I could pay him and I have no problems about it, or you could look at it or even if I do reset the market, now I'm more comfortable just in case he do need more help, I can go more gun ho in free agency. But like I said, due to who we have here, I don't think he's gonna go that way. But it's to be seen. It'll tell you what the decision of the quarterback will be made. I feel like this quarterback decision, what we make, will tell us what he's gonna do with the cap, instead of the cap telling us what he's gonna do with the quarterback.
Oh, that was a great way to word that. And the thing with Ryan Poles is he's strategic, right? He gets very creative with his cap use. We had both the number one pick and the number one cap space last year, and we did a pretty damn good job between who we drafted, the free agents that we came in. Some disappointed, like Nate Davis, of course, but then you had some that were better than expected, like a TJ Edwards, right? So he's gonna look at fit. We know with this front office, the one and most important thing above all is fit. That is what they look at. They're gonna look at that first. Now, if the fit and the need overlap enough to where it's worth paying that money for, that's what Tremaine Edmonds benefited from, right? He got the largest contract last season because the fit in the scheme, the needing a big-time linebacker after losing Roquan was all there. We ended up spending that money. So anybody who thinks or is evaluating this to say, well, the Bears are going to they're still not going to get willy-nilly with money. They're still not going to overpay for a vet. That combination of need, fit, and the right contract is still going to be the most important thing in what Ryan Poles evaluates with free agents. But I do think now it opens up just a little bit more to that. For example, if you were going into those negotiations, I'm just using this guy as an example, not saying we are, but if you were going into it with Mike Evans and saying, hey, Mike, we really want you here. We think there's a fit, but 17 is what I can offer. And he wanted 20. Now you may be more in line and willing to give him that 20.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right there on the head. And can I ask a question and make it even local when the same premise? When I hear this about all this extra cash the Bears got, isn't it good news? Could it be good news for Darnell Mooney? Could it be good news for?
It depends on Darnell.
I think it depends on Shane Waldron, and not to say that they're going to give the end all be all answer to Shane Waldron, but if Waldron looks at Darnell Mooney, that speed in the slot, and says, "Listen, I can definitely use this." Yeah. I think Ryan Poles then goes to. But if Shane Waldron looks at it and says, "Listen, Darnell's cool, but what about this over there?" Then I don't think they're going to be likely to give personally.
Okay. That's right. I see it as I'm not the biggest Darnell Mooney fan.
We know you were probably one of the first ones that were saying, heck, you were saying that Darnell Mooney was out of here even before Chase Claypool got traded.
Yes, I was, bro. Look, but we got that extra cash. How about another one of those Ryan Poles special for Darnell Mooney? A Darnell Mooney, like a Ryan Poles special. We give you $4 million. Show me what you got.
Yeah, like I no, because like I said,
I just realized I had no hat on my head. Like
Ja over he in the chat. You see Ja.
Right, you just gotta get this mug. This mug with the his personal luggage underneath. Just put his hat on.
But a second. Damn, my head cold as fuck.
Right. No, for real, but it do be like that. I definitely put a hat on being
Bro,
stage.
that
Nah, that do be like that. But yeah, I think it does depend on what Shane likes and if Darnell like to be honest, Darnell might be it's a lot of places that can use Darnell. And he could be more of a focus, like KC can go, like I've been saying for long, he go to KC and damn near be close to being the number one option.
Yeah.
Like that's just how they work over there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of teams he could go to. Hell, he could go to the Colts. He can go to a lot of teams that can use extra wide receiver help, especially a speed guy like him. He's one of the fastest dudes on the team. So, to me, if it's up to who the quarterback is and the money situation, his wants to be here, and what Shane Wall just has to say.
Facts. Now, I do agree with Smear 60's point out here. He says, at very least, I'm sure we get a premier edge or a defensive tackle. Here's what I'll say. I'll even throw an offensive tackle there because you got to look at the Bears only had so many assets. Yeah, we need to bring in my opinion, some at least competition for Braxton Jones. But if it came down to where you're looking at Braxton saying, listen, we'll give you another year. Let's focus on center. Let's focus on wide receiver. Let's focus on edge. Now that may get you to say, like, no, we can bring in still now some competition for Braxton.
Oh, absolutely. I've been yelling that through my lungs since the season started.
He needed
off season started. So yeah, I think he needed personally. I think he a little comfortable.
I don't even know that he needed.
I think he needed.
He just need to be deaf. He's not, to me, he's good. But at left tackle, I need great. I need great, very good. I don't need good. Good can cost my quarterback his damn life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
crazy.
fact.
So that's I'm more want the sure thing when it comes to left tackles. I like that's the one when I'm pitchy. I'm poking at it the most. Like if you're not up to par when it comes to the left tackle position, you could be a nice depth piece, which we all need.
And I think he does have the skills at times. He just has those brain fart types of games where he'll get like 3 holding penalties. He'll give up a couple sacks. It's like a concentration thing. That's why I say he needs like a smack on the ass. Get somebody that compete. I just
think he ain't strong enough. Like his main problem. His main problem is his anchor is bad. And the main thing we know is if a bull rush. If you can't stop a bull rush, they teach you that in high school. That's the most common thing you're going to see in any level. Because they don't take no skill. It's be big and be fast and get past your dude. Once you start getting past that and you can't stop a bull rush, that's kind of worrisome. And he still is coming up to the point where it's year 3. And his anchor still not getting back. He still get pushed back. And then you see that last game where the whole line got killed with the swipe hands. It's like, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. That's fair.
How much of Braxton Jones do you think can improve with a better center, though, as well? How much do you think that could help that offensive line as a whole?
I don't even think it would help not even a little bit. I think they too far away just to keep it simple.
To keep it simple. I mean, just as far as the impact that center has overall on that offensive line.
I mean,
I'm gonna say no because you kind of alone on that island over there. You kind of like the main protector to Justin Fields or Caleb Williams, whoever it is. You protect that backside, that blind side. Mm-hmm. So you really by yourself, Joe. You're playing the most richest defenders in the NFL. So I'm with Steve. You gotta be good. You gotta.
It's really like it depends on, first of all, the team. Like if you're going against a team that's probably like don't have dogs down there, most likely they're gonna try to beat you with schemes. So you're gonna try to see different type of stunts, type of movements, and different type of things thrown at you. And that's where a center can come and help you at, which is cool, have been a problem. Like if we go up against, I would say, like let me give an example, like that Cleveland game. That's a team where they had dogs, and it didn't matter what they did. If they wanted to get past you and they sent pressure, they passed. And that's all it is. So if you're going up against a team like that versus like, I don't know,
Minnesota,
right? Minnesota, that's
blitz heavy.
Like, they blitz heavy, but they got one dog versus, okay, you got to watch for the blitzes behind them. You got to watch for the linebacker blitz, the coverage blitz, because they send multiple type of blitz at you.
Yeah.
That's where a center can help you, because that's when the center's supposed to point out, be like, hey, watch that linebacker. Hey, watch that corner. He on that edge. He might probably blitz.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
when
you're
it
right.
help. But
You're right, Drip. You're right. Yeah, you're right, Drip. The center does help him and
I
keep
mean,
his
as the
fluid
shit
right.
flows downhill, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're right about that for sure.
So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, Ryan Poles gets to work now. Last question before we go, fellas. Any player or free agent, and I know we don't have the list in front, we didn't prepare like that to be a question, but like any player now that outside of Darnell Mooney that you previously thought the Bears may not keep, that this may turn that around on the Bears may now keep. The one I'm going to point out to, and this is still determined on him not getting money in the market, but I think this may paint the path to Eddie Jackson to return to the Chicago Bears.
Wow.
Still get another center. Still get another safety, whether it be in the draft or whatever. But I think the Bears may go ahead, because it's not like they didn't like Eddie. It's just that he was not worth the contract he was on. So I do think that they can look, if they do plan on drafting a safety in this draft, that Eddie Jackson could be on his way back if he doesn't find a big deal with another team.
I absolutely love that. What he made, $14 million last season. That's what
I know his cap hit this upcoming year was almost $18 million.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I would love that if we can get a good number for Eddie Jackson. But I this gonna surprise y'all. Because I don't think he was absolutely terrific. I think he's when we first got him, his role was to be a Montez Sweat, but he really couldn't stand up to that. Fuck the Packers for sure. Yannick. Well, you like Yannick coming off the bench? I like Yannick coming off the bench. I'm sorry. He like 6.5 sacks, 7 sacks. Is that bad coming off the bench being a rotational player?
Man, y'all just named two motherfuckers I do not want back.
See, how many sacks?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Hearing the Yannick Ngakoue come back just made my skin crawl. But there is something to be said. He does understand the system. He's played in the system before as a depth piece, but I just don't think Yannick is going to be willing to take. Now, maybe it's a wake-up call. He's going to be coming off a major injury. Nobody wanted him last season. He had a shine with the Bears last second. He was lucky to get that $10 million. But to me, man, there's about 15 other edges I would really like to bring into this team before Yannick Ngakoue. Personally.
Okay.
If I'm the only person I want them to bring back, and I don't even know if it's possible because I think they burned that bridge, it's Foreman.
Ooh,
his asses ain't coming back.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
Foreman's tweets.
It ain't
coming back.
And
but I would love Deontay Foreman.
Yeah,
I would love Deontay Foreman.
Out of everybody, I would want him to come back, and he was probably. And he was the best at all the positions. We said he was the best at it, to be honest.
That's true. That's true.
I'm good on Eddie. I get it, he was a guy, but I'm done with Eddie. I'm tired of every time I need a fucking game-saving tackle, your ass try to stick somebody and they bounce off your 180-pound ass.
Steve, how did he play the last 6 weeks of the season?
I don't ass.
How did he play? He wasn't ass. Eddie wasn't ass, bro.
He wasn't ass. He wasn't ass. But here's the thing: he wasn't ass, but he was white woman flatback. That's what we'll say.
That's ass. That's by definition. That's ass.
Lower back. What the fuck?
I'm talking about the lower back. You know, like with white people, it all kind of blends together.
That's upper leg.
He's upper leg, right? Like there's the ass, there's the crack. He was a little bit above the crack, bro. Like a little bit above the crack,
bro. I'm finna break that whole shit down. Falcons game. We was whooping their ass the whole game, and he gave up that touchdown that went right past him and fucking Brisker.
He did.
If he not getting the pick,
late season.
You don't even realize he playing. Am I lying,
bro? Everybody had a hiccup throughout the whole season. Though.
Ooh, a hiccup. That motherfucker was if he got the hiccups, he was beatboxing because he had a hiccup the whole fucking
This motherfucker said he was beatboxing.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm tired. Like I'm telling you, the legs is gone. The injuries that hurt his ass, he ain't the same. He really wasn't shit to begin with. I'm trying to tell y'all, he wasn't really shit.
Steve, he was the highest in PFF
Bro,
focus in
every time
2018.
he
Look,
got a pick,
Steve,
it was
That's
on a
2018.
dumbass pass.
yes,
You know the
we
year
gonna
we're
give him
in
his
right
props.
now.
Give him his props, man.
I
Y'all
give
just
his
killing
props.
him.
I
We
give
gave
it
him them props in 2018. What is he talking about?
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like I've stood toe on this. Y'all ain't gonna name, but I've said it since college. He's a good player, but he is not this ball hawk everybody's trying to make him out to be.
Okay,
Well,
that might be true.
he
But would you?
benefits
This the
from.
last question I got for you, Steve. Would you take him for under 10?
I don't want him on my team.
Would you take him for under 10?
I don't want him on my team.
Oh my goodness.
I'm literally your
You
job.
a little harsh on him,
Like,
but I mean that's your
bro,
opinion.
Mike,
That's your opinion.
literally his job is just you're the last line of defense. There's been too many times where he's been not where he's supposed to be, or he completely missed the tackle. I'm done.
Okay.
Kev, how you feeling, bro? I know you just hopped in. How you feeling, brother?
You talking about
Mike's oh no, it was not.
you talking about
You took
Eddie
that
Jackson?
long to wind up your talking?
Yeah,
Did
he
your
wound
voice
up.
box
No,
have to
no,
warm
no.
up?
Oh,
Listen.
He leaned up and everything. I'm like, we don't hear you, bro.
The
Go
fire,
ahead.
the smoke detector was going off. I was trying to make sure y'all didn't have to hear that. But with Eddie Jackson, it's time for him to go. I'm right there with you, Steve-O. He had basically a flash in the pan season under Vic Fangio, where those guys took care of business. But he kind of reminded, as much as I love Lance Briggs, he kind of reminded me of Lance Briggs. Like, he got to listen to me. Listen. He got to be in a situation.
I'm listening.
He got to be in a situation where everything else around him is going right.
Oh,
If you got to depend on him, what happened when every time Urlacher got hurt? Brent Lance just
disrespectful as hell.
exposed.
that's different. He was the wheel.
Yeah,
You
Lance,
need the mic and the wheel because if you
I
don't
get
have,
it. I get it, but you
he
need
did
things
his
to be
job.
going right.
But I'm saying, in the same thing, you need a safety and your strong safety, but he sucks at free safety.
Yeah, Lance Briggs don't suck at
He just
his
suck at
position.
wheel. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he at the same time though, Eddie Jackson, things ain't going right. He not going right. He needed Vic Fangio.
Like,
he
I
needed
really,
all those
yeah,
takeaways they had. I just didn't see it outside of that 1 year. And injuries hurt him too.
That foot injury, it fucked him. It really did.
I have a pretty much definite. I think that will probably be back in Justin Jones. I think he will be back. Y'all don't like Justin back?
He was much better after Montez Sweat got
He
there.
was.
I just don't want him ahead of the depth chart on Javon Dexter coming into the season.
Oh, I agree with that 100%. But I definitely think we can use him.
That and I don't know. Like, I don't know if we're looking at any tackles in college. There are a couple that we can't go out and get. It's a dude in Tennessee. It's a dude in Florida State. It's the dude in Illinois, which we probably ain't getting. But it's a lot of dudes that we could get. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I still don't feel like I have a sense of direction of what they're going to do for that nose tackle position. I just don't like. They say they like what Dexter is doing, and they like what Zach doing, and they like what Billings is doing. But are you saying, like, are you gonna really go as far to make Dexter like this Chris Jones type? Like, are you really gonna go that stuff? They haven't really.
I think now we're having Eric Washington in. I think they may be trying to do that with Eric Washington being there. But I agree. I understand the question for sure.
What about some of those big free agent names? Can we dream about that right now? Could we throw them in the table? Could we dream?
Talking about like Neil Hunter?
I'm talking
Mike
about
Evans, Chris
Crosby.
How much you think Mike Evans finna ask for though?
He ain't a free agent.
He said no.
Max Crosby.
Yes.
Yeah, he said he was
going.
going. Yeah, he said he was going to ask for a trade if they didn't get the coach they got, but he got the coach they got, so he cool.
Yeah.
Ain't no way they gonna give up Chris Jones. I think everybody should get that out.
Bro, I don't know.
You gotta
look at Kansas City's cap situation. I know that this helps, but that would literally. So I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
They can't tag him. Like if they tag him, it'll be $33 million. So they not gonna tag him. He's going to be a free agent regardless. And hey, when people want to talk to you, you're gonna listen a little bit.
The man after the Super Bowl out his mouth said, "I ain't going nowhere." That's what he said. Is that a bunch of garbage?
That's a negotiation tactic, bro. You say whatever you got to say to get that money.
Oh, bro.
Because that way, and again, these players are smart. That way, if it don't work out, he can go and say, well, remember, I said I wanted to be here, so don't look at me.
You absolutely right. Ooh, could you?
Yeah.
Roquan said he wanted to stay in Chicago Bears.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then went on the field and played like a. I don't talk about that.
Anyway, we got the super chat from Adam. He says, how will this affect JJ? I think they will more likely get a deal done instead of possibly using the tag. I do think that increases it. Because listen, the franchise tag for JJ is $18.4 million. That's basically exactly around the money that he wants.
Pay him the money.
Throw a couple of extra million on there, just get the damn thing done.
Lock him up, man.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna be looking at JJ once he get that bag too, because that's what happened to Eddie Jackson to me, Joe. He got that bag.
But Eddie Jackson also couldn't stay healthy. It was more than just getting the bag. Like Eddie Jackson. Never mind. I can't say. I'm trying to clean up the joke. I just know it was funny as shit. Just all I'll say. Just know it was funny as shit.
It was a combination of that and the D line died. You never seen a productive Eddie Jackson without an elite D line, and that's what I keep telling motherfuckers. They like, oh, he's a bog. No, the fuck he ain't.
Man, we talking about JJ. Don't go back down this Eddie Jackson path. Come on. Don't nobody else mention Eddie Jackson. That's Steve-O's buzzword for tonight. Let's not activate Steve-O.
I'm looking at Ladarius if we don't get Jalen, though.
That's nice. Kev, how do you feel? We all talked about it, but how do you feel about JJ's situation now with the Bears with this increased cap space?
Yeah, I mean I think that means that he's coming back. Like they got the bread now. Like they already had the bread, but now they got extra bread, and he should be priority number one. But obviously, the draft is the top priority. But at the end of the day, this dude needs to be here. And if he didn't drop like 2 or 3 picks, it would have been a great season for him. Like, you know, it was already pretty good. So he needs to be here. He seems motivated, and I'm right there with you, Cdub. I hope he don't get the money and then kind of taper off with that.
Yeah, because it's easy to do that. We've seen it numerous times in Chicago, bro. My goodness. It's going to be an interesting offseason, bro. It's going to be interesting.
I think a lot of these free agencies it's gonna drop a little bit because, like, I can see Brian Burns, because of this, going off free agent. They're going to probably get him back. This probably could help Cincinnati get T. Higgins, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
What about Josh Allen in Jacksonville?
Josh Allen as well. It can help. I don't know, Josh. They cap a little different. But you got Josh Allen. You got Christian Wilkes from Miami. I mean, is it Miami?
It's Christian Wilkins. He on the Dolphins.
Wilkins, yeah, Miami. Justin from Baltimore. So yeah, it's a lot of people I can look at, but I think it's like I can see like 4 to 5 coming off this list and going back to their teams.
Haize, you mentioned Antoine Winfield Jr. Today, didn't you?
That's today. Yep.
How you feeling? Do you think this salary cap hurts or?
I mean, it can only help, right? But the thing is like the franchise tag, because I do think he is a candidate to be franchise tag. I think that came out as well. Now, if he's not, listen, if you're not going to draft a safety in this draft, and only Ryan Poles will know that, Winfield Jr. is after locking in JJ, he'd be the first free agent I'm calling.
Really? Okay.
As a 6.5 sacks as a safety?
No,
that's
like
bananas, bro.
Jesse Bates had a crazy season, and his coverage grade with no pressure for Jesse Bates was 65.7. Antonio's was 73.2.
Fucking blanket. Yeah. He was a blanket, my guy.
I'm saying, listen, it's gonna be costly, but look,
hold on, and this the craziest one. Force incomplete race for Jesse Bates was 5.7. Antonio's was 9. Straight 9.
And that's why they probably will franchise. You can't let a talent like that.
You cannot.
Now, if they are crazy enough to do it, like I said, after making sure JJ's locked in, he's probably the first guy I'll call. And only because he's 26. I would love to see him next to Jaquan Brisker and Tyreek. Do you talking about Jaquan Brisker, Tyreek Stevenson, and Winfield Jr. out there? come across the
Oh
middle if you
my
want to.
goodness, that's headhunting
Yeah,
season
and
right there.
Jaquan can stop killing himself because he got a partner
Exactly.
there.
Oh,
Do
he
the
just
same
be
thing.
launching himself, bro.
That's all.
That's Crash Bandicoot number 2.
I love him, bro. But when y'all think about it, y'all listen to Eric Washington, don't he seem like he just loved the trenches? He loved that
Oh yeah, that's his
defensive line.
specialty, and that's
So-
and
That's his
So-
calling card.
so with Eric Washington, and just to throw out some stats there, he rotates the defensive line more than anybody. He in different combinations. Like he used like 20 different combinations of players out there
Wow.
last year. So that's why the depth there, that defensive line, is going to be important because everybody eats. Hopefully they eat quarterbacks because that's what we need to see them eat. But go ahead, finish your points.
So I'm looking at a guy like Hunter, like I know he gonna spit a
Goes
bug
right
in
into this.
Ryan Poles, and what we got on here. Shout out to Hunter Hillemeyer from the 2000s defense, though, super underrated. But I like that guy from the Minnesota Vikings, bro. And when I listen to Eric Washington, he just love them trenches, bro.
Yeah,
I like Daniil, but only if we keep Justin.
Why would you gotta talk to me? Why?
Because he's 30.
Oh, that makes sense. I get what you're
Okay.
saying on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Bobby, chill out. Bobby, chill out.
Bobby, where the hell you at? You somewhere baking the cake,
Hey,
ain't you?
He baking a cake for sure.
Definitely baking the cake.
How you gonna come
Make-
in with that one
make
though,
that's
man?
a pie.
I never
He-
forget that.
He
The four bananas.
definitely is 4 bananas. Hey, bro, that's a classic moment. Bro.
I swear that's hilarious.
He was
man.
pissed.
So
Hey, where
you
you
guys
at?
mentioned a couple of wide receivers earlier, Mike Evans, T. Higgins. Anybody else that catch your eye that might be a potential free agent? Oh boy, Indiana is gonna be a free agent.
Oh
What's
yeah,
his
Michael
name?
Pittman. Michael Pittman Jr.
Hold on.
You got Michael Pittman Jr. As far as that, I don't know. It's just Mike Evans, Michael Pittman Jr. Marquise Brown.
I don't know about Marquise
yeah.
Brown, man.
Calvin
No, I'm
Ridley.
just I don't want. I'm cool. I'm just saying. I'm just naming.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about like
Calvin
anybody
Ridley.
that you would want for the Bears.
I want some young, I want the
Um,
young blood, bro. I want
Nah,
the young guys.
You don't think that a veteran wide receiver could come in and help this squad?
See, the thing is, I'm cool if we get Michael Pittman, and I'm cool if we have to go get T.
Higgins,
Oh, I'm cool with that
but
too.
no Evans. I think
I don't.
Evans gonna want
The thing
bread.
is, I don't like. It work. It can work, but I don't like the two small wide receiver X and Z.
I don't like it neither.
I
Yeah.
need one of them. I need somebody with some height. So that's why I'm like, I'm cool with Michael Pittman. Mike Evans gonna demand a little more, and he's a little bit older, so I'm a stay clear of that. But if I'm looking at anybody, yeah, it's probably those two, Michael Pittman and
I swear.
and T. But
I
I
swear.
think T's gonna be very different. He's gonna command the most money out of everybody in the wide receiver position.
I just swear, like Mike Evans don't seem like that to me, bro. He just
So wait, but so you like T. Higgins, right?
I like T. Higgins.
So just in the comparison between the two, T. Higgins had a receiving grade of 70.9. Mike Williams, 78. Yards per route run. Wait, you said Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, I
kinda
love
agree
Mike
with you.
Williams.
I kinda agree with
Let
you.
Mike Williams.
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I thought no, I agree with you.
You
There. I was
talking
about to
about Mike
say
Williams from
Mike
San
Williams.
Diego?
Come on, what are we
From
doing?
San Diego, boy.
Yeah.
That
He
was
just
a
get
monster.
hurt all the time.
He get hurt,
Yeah.
but he's a monster.
I'm good
Get
on
hurt
Mike
all the
Evans.
time.
I'm good on Mike Williams. No, hell no. Especially he not that he just big as fuck and he can jump. And he can't run routes like that. So I'm good on that. But Mike Evans is literally what T. Higgins wants to be.
That's what I'm saying. Even Mike Evans has a higher receiving grade than T. Higgins.
Yeah,
and
Mike
he runs
Evans,
deeper
he's been in the league 10 years and got 1,000 every year.
Every single year.
every single year.
What
And
kind of
that's
10
it.
straight years.
And that's what playing
And
with.
it's not like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have always had the best quarterbacks.
Right.
There, let's
Good
be clear.
evening.
Somebody
Yeah.
say
Who's was that?
Mike
Who the
Mike
hell
That was
Evans.
Kev.
going?
Kev
That was
always be
Kev.
letting shit go off, and then
I'm
be trying to
telling
just
y'all.
push it like we not gonna be like we not
I
gonna know it's Kev.
I be trying to catch it. I be trying to
He
mute
said,
real
well,
quick.
like we
That's it's just, listen. That's Kev did exactly what old people do when they fart in their room, bro. They'll let it rip and be like, so hey, how about them Cardinals? Did you see them Cardinals? Like, come on,
Gotta
bro.
redirect. Hey,
What about a disgruntled Brandon Ayuk? I don't think it's gonna
Yes.
happen. What about a
Yes, you say
disgruntled
yes.
Brandon Ayuk?
I will pay him whatever he wants.
You sure?
That is the most open receiver in the league.
even more than
Cal
Tyreek Hill?
Shanahan is a pretty
Even
good
more-
coach to get people open.
Even more than Tyreek Hill. Tyreek not even the most open.
Yes, he is.
No, he ain't.
Man, that more running
Mike-
past you.
No, I mean immediately. Like I don't
Yeah,
need
immediately
to
Tyreek
No.
Hill for sure.
If Tyreek not running past you, that's it's gonna take him time to get up. I'm talking about them quick routes. He not doing that.
What happened to
he not
Brandon
doing-
Ayuk in this championship game? Talk to me.
They
What happened to
barely
him in the Super Bowl?
they barely targeted him. And then when he did catch, he caught it. He caught major. He caught like
3 balls.
He caught the game that he caught the long pass against Detroit.
But what you wanted, they was running the ball.
All right,
I
now.
don't know how we get into these discussions of all
But
people. Where
Brandon
did
Ayuk-
Brian Ayuk come in at? Now, here's what I'll say.
It was in the chat.
He said a disgruntled. He said a disgruntled because they might not pay him.
Listen, I mean, are you really gonna turn down Brian Ayuk though?
I see.
You
they
know,
better
man,
not-
what we have for wide
Playmakers make
receivers.
plays.
You're gonna
Hey,
say
Drill.
no to Brandon Ayuk.
Yes.
Real talk.
Playmakers
Bro,
make plays.
better
in
than
biggest
DJ.
moments.
Hey,
We
bro,
don't
where's your
make
wife with
plays.
your sandwich at,
He
bro? You
better than
hungry? You
DJ.
clearly hungry, bro. You
better
this is
than
the
DJ.
point where she need to come drop you off some food, bro.
He
Lordy.
better than DJ.
What? Cut it
He
out.
better than DJ.
Cut it out.
Per the grade, Steve-O's not
Nah.
wrong. Per the grade.
No, is
literally-
he better
bro.
than y'all? Go and say it right now with you. Say it with your chest. He better than DJ Moore right now.
He's better than DJ Moore right now.
I'll say this. Before I saw DJ Moore play with Justin, I would have absolutely said Brandon Ayuk was a better wide
That's
receiver.
fair. But now when you seen DJ,
But the thing is, we could see that same
I'm
uptick
talking
for
about-
Brandon Ayuk.
I'm talking about playing wide receiver. He's a better wide receiver. He gets open immediately, and he don't have to do much.
But let's be clear. Hold on. This is not gonna happen. First
It
of all,
ain't
we're not gonna pay him what he wants. We about to have a whole debate about something. They not gonna pay him what he wants. And secondly, per one of the chats, Ryan Poles, what is it? Character. The moment he sits down with Brian Ayuk, he gonna be the same way that I got disappointed when Justin Fields said that Drake is the GOAT. He gonna be like, oh nigga, go ahead.
But
Yeah,
number
that's
one,
why-
hey,
and that's
Hey,
another
can we-
thing. Yeah,
Hey, comp
I'll
is
say
plane
this.
ticket back home. We good on this.
I'll say
That's
this.
literally what Ryan Poles
Now,
is
that's
saying.
one thing I will say. I don't know if Brandon loves football.
Now,
What?
Steve,
You
Brandon
wanna bring-
Brandon Ayuk is the Kai Cenat of the NFL, bro.
That's
The
funny.
dude is just all over the place mentally, bro.
that's
You
funny.
just said
Come
that
on.
out
Now-
your mouth, Steve-O, and you said pay him whatever he want, bro.
Mm.
That's what you said.
Yeah,
Now, Steve,
And he said he don't
might
love football.
Steve.
I don't know who loves football.
That's
Shit,
what you said.
I ain't talking to the motherfuckers.
This mother crazy right here.
Now-
Steve-O.
I'm not talking to them.
I love when Cdub and Steve-O disagree. That should be hilarious. I'm not even going to front of
Now,
it.
I'm
you
not
said-
talking
Yeah,
to them.
like-
I don't know how to. I don't
You were
know.
saying that Ayuk gets open immediately, and that may be true, but like last season, even with Justin Fields missing 4 games, DJ Moore put up better numbers.
Talk to him, Kev. You talking
Yeah,
that?
because of his yak. He's a better yak receiver than Brandon Ayuk. I give you that.
So yeah, I mean they both got their pluses. I'm not necessarily sure that Ayuk is.
Kev, why you so stiff? Like you just
I'm
put
just
some big
saying-
game
I'm
on your
saying-
back, bro. Loosen up. What's going on? You
But I
good,
tell
bro?
you
You
this,
all right?
Oh man,
I
you know how
tell you this.
I'm 41.
He'll be the
Kev, like, hey, man.
He'll be the
Hey.
perfect person to put next to DJ.
I ain't mad.
He
at
would
him,
be
though.
a plus with those young guys.
Yeah, you got
Well-
one to slow it up. He could play at any pace that you want to. Like to me, me personally, I just like wide receivers like that. You can't slow them up. You can't slow them down. They could beat you with anything with their feet, and they're catching every single thing. That's Brandon Ayuk.
That sounds like DJ Moore too.
It does sound like DJ Moore. Also.
Now
DJ
DJ,
Moore
though
is a
DJ is You better not let him catch it because he might not go down.
It's
Yes.
the finesse versus strength conversation. Brandon
I think
Ayuk
that's
is a more
perfect.
elusive wide receiver. DJ Moore is a once I catch it, take me down if you want to.
I
You about
swear.
to feel this.
Absolutely.
That's the
Yeah,
difference.
that's what I was just
Drip, which
saying.
one
Like,
would you
you
rather
better take him
have?
down.
The man or the little
right now,
feisty one?
right now, because of the contract, if I'm taking everything into
Oh
consideration,
yeah,
DJ Moore.
DJ
Yeah.
Moore for sure.
Yes.
DJ Moore for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. I got him, y'all. I got Steve-O.
Hell
y'all.
no, Coach. Hold on.
The way that Cdub just has to get a win, and then he would change the argument 3-4 different times. He was like, all right, bet. So y'all take him as a wide receiver. Who got the better line than one? That's what's saying.
Do you like their mama more? Okay.
DJ Moore, mama bad. Whose mama you picking?
That's hilarious.
I just tripped.
Any last thoughts, fellas, before we get up out of here, man?
C-Dub, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Oh shit.
What's up? I love
Is
it.
Troy Polamalu still not athletic?
No, look, Troy Polamalu's greatest super strength is his intuition, if you will. He was always ahead of the play. It's not his athleticism. He wasn't the greatest athlete on the football field.
That wasn't what you said, though. You're moving the argument again. You said he wasn't athletic. That was the exact word. Don't make me pull the tape, motherfucker. Your exact phrase was that Palomalu was not athletic.
Exactly
Don't try to move the goal.
That's exactly what your ass said.
He gonna try to this morning. Steve-O gonna try to hit me with the uppercut.
I'm always gonna get the last laugh.
Man, y'all can follow us at Shy Bulls. I mean, got me fucking up. You guys can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related.
That's hilarious.